everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another 2-page layout, and I'm just making that heart over the top of those 2 pictures of my sister and me because I absolutely love them, and I really wanted to highlight those pictures by themselves somehow. But I have a lot of photos here. So, and 2 of the photos are 2 groups of photos are almost doubles of each other. You can't see them right now, but on the opposite page, it's the 2 outside photographs on the left and the right. So I decided I was going to layer those somehow. So I will figure that out. I do, however, I've got 2 different background papers. First of all, let's talk about that. I couldn't find anything where I had 2 of the exact same background papers, so I found 2 papers that the colors coordinated together, and I'm sorry that I thought I was pulled out far enough on this layout, and apparently my camera adjusted itself, which does sometimes happen. But what I decided to do was use 2 different backgrounds, but backgrounds that coordinated. So here I am trying to figure out how to make this happen, and I just decide sometimes I'll cover up the background photo, but really the underneath photo isn't as important. So probably only I'm going to know there's another photo under there if I want to look at it again, and if I don't, fine. You know, that's fine. So then we started out running together. My sister was going to run with me, but she runs quite a bit faster than I do. And so I felt like I was holding her back. And I just said, and she was also, even though she was slowing down, was running too fast for me. So I just said, go run, go do your thing. I actually did not feel very good during this 5K. It was New Year's Eve morning, and it was a very sort of cold, damp day. It had snowed quite a bit the night before, and so it was mucky and gross. And here's where I accidentally stuck that photograph to one that I had started to tape down for the next page. So I'm going to have to do something about that, and I will take care of that in just a second. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just getting the photographs of my sister and me down there. And I love our smiles here. We took these photographs. We realized we hadn't taken any together. Oops. And this is where I'm doing something about that. I'm using my undo on the photograph. And frankly, the new undo does not do anywhere near as good of job of getting the stuff off the photograph as it did. Plus, it smears quite a bit compared to the old undo. So, it's what I have to use when I get glue on a photo, but not happy with it. If you have the old undo, it definitely is very different. So I'm also wanting to include my bib on this layout. I think that that's an important thing. Anytime when you have a bib, I think it's a nice thing to do is to include that on the layout. It's a good way to preserve them. Most runners like to save their bibs, but try to figure out how to preserve them. I'm trying to decide whether I want the journaling card to be on the right side there over the chevron paper because I haven't trimmed that, or if I'm going to do it somewhere else. But it feels like there's too many levels if I do it that way, because there'll be a gap above the journaling card and one below it. It just doesn't look right. So now I grab my aqua cards and I'm kind of looking at possible cards to the left of those 4x4 photos. So the only photos we took were the ones of the 2 of us. Everything else was taken by the race photographers. So that's kind of cool when that happens. Just trying to decide if I want to put the card in between the photos or if I want it to go out. So I did choose this Good Times card, and I'm being ironic there because this was probably my least favorite race that I've done. I mean, you guys, I ran a half marathon and had way more fun than I did at this 5K, in all seriousness. What I realized there is that I'd put them in the wrong order. I'm just a little further through the finish line, and I wanted to, make that happen there. I did try to put these in order, but there's definitely directions to these photos. So in the ones to the left, my sister and I are running to the left. or in the one to the right, we're running to the left, and in the ones to the left, I'm running to the right. So I definitely don't want me, quote, running off the page. I want something to stop it. So that's what made highlighting those photos of the two of us tough, because I had to really keep in mind the direction, and one of the reasons I decided to put the two photos under the other two photos, because it just wasn't working for me. Okay, so that the snowflake paper, which is the background paper on the left, is from Echo Park Celebrate Winter. It's the winter season paper. The paper on the right is also from Echo Park Celebrate Winter, and it's the 4x6 journaling cards. Those are on the back of that paper. So then I decided, okay, I felt pretty comfortable about the general area of where everything was going to go. So I did trim that chevron paper. I did want to see some of that though. So I left a bigger piece of it because the photographs cover most of it. And I really like that because my sister has this cute hat that we all love on her so much now that somebody knitted for her, and it's got a really bright pink in it. So that really, because she's wearing that and the pink paper is just a small portion on the page, it really draws your eye right to those photographs. Plus the bib is there, which is very different from the photographs. So I'm adding in that Brrr, which is the crepe paper, snow, and cocoa chipboard stickers. Oh, I did forget to tell you that washi tape that I used before, the bright pink washi tape, was Bella Boulevard. And then these snowflakes here, these gold snowflakes, are also from Snow and Cocoa, the crepe paper Snow and Cocoa collection. And I had not even used any of these, so I actually put quite a few of them on this page. And then I remembered, oh wait, I have to be careful about where that snowflake goes, because normally I would have put it on the edge between the two. I need to be able to lift that photograph. Now, I will say that I don't think these snowflake stickers stuck all that well. They stuck great to the photographs, but the paper itself, they didn't stick very well. So when I finished this, I actually went back with my Scotch quick dry glue and added in some more. And like I said, guys, I thought I had this a little bit better centered, but I did not. So there's a snowflake up there on the left, and then another piece of chipboard there that says keep warm, because I was freezing during this whole run, and it was in the high 20s here. I just ran a race, as I'm voicing this over, I just ran a race yesterday where it was 20 degrees and a 0-degree wind chill, and I was warmer. Part of it is I did wear warm socks, and here I have short socks on, which a lot of times is fine. But anyway, so that's just the way some races go. So a little snow day race, a little snow day chipboard there as well. That journaling card, by the way, is from Ellie's Studio, just in case I didn't say that. So now I want to emphasize that pink again. And so I'm just going to add these enamel dots from Eyelet, Outlet, and Brad. So I love these photographs of the two of us. I was going to tell you about that little story. And I've always thought my sister and I really don't look alike, because I'm much more fair and blonde. I was much more blonde when I was younger. Now it's artificial, but definitely blonde. You can't really tell there, but she has, and I have green eyes. She has dark hair, dark eyes. So when we're together, when you look at us, it's hard to see that we're sisters unless you really look at our face shape. We have the same chin, we have the same smile, and we have the same nose. And I never realized it until I saw these photographs. So I love the photographs just that we're together, but were also a really big epiphany for me that we look alike. So anyway, I did end up, I forgot that I was going to put that other snowflake sticker down there, because I have 3 groups of snowflake stickers on the layout across, and so I wanted the same, like I wanted 3 groups on this one on this side. So there, guys, is the still shot and a couple of detail, or still shot, couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well, and I will be back with another layout again soon. Bye.